Greetings, fellow time travelers and ancient mystery seekers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we dive deep into the most incredible enigmas hidden beneath the waves of history. I'm your archaeological guide on this extraordinary journey, and today, we're about to explore something absolutely mind-blowing: lost cities that vanished beneath the ocean's surface, waiting thousands of years to reveal their secrets. Before we plunge into these submerged wonders, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss the underwater archaeological adventures we're uncovering today. Now, let me ask you something fascinating. Do you think Atlantis could have actually existed? This remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, doesn't it? The legend began over 2,000 years ago with the ancient Greek philosopher Platon. He told the world about an advanced civilization that flourished long before our own time. According to the myth, Atlantis was a technologically sophisticated society. Imagine something as advanced as the Maya civilization. But here's the tragic twist that archaeologists find so compelling. Legend claims it was destroyed by the greed of its own people, swallowed whole by a catastrophic flood. Countless theories have emerged about where this mythical island might have been located. Some scholars argue it was somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea, while others believe it lies hidden beneath the mysterious Bermuda Triangle. But here's what modern science suggests. Atlantis was likely an allegory, a philosophical story about humanity itself. But hold on. Today, you're going to discover several real underwater cities that aren't just legends. They actually existed. These are authentic archaeological sites that have been verified by scientists and explorers. Let's begin our incredible underwater expedition. Our first stop takes us to the Italian coast, to the sunken city of Baiae. Picture this. This was the Las Vegas of the Roman Empire, an exclusive resort town where Roman elites came to relax and indulge in luxury spa experiences. Here's something absolutely amazing. You can actually visit this submerged city today with professional diving teams and observe perfectly preserved Roman sculptures up close. It's a genuine underwater marvel. You can also explore temples and collapsed buildings from a glass-bottom boat if you prefer staying dry. Look at this. A museum completely covered in moss, the Nymphaeum of Emperor Claudius. To your left, you'll see a remarkable collection of classical Greek statues. As you travel down the Via Herculaneum, you'll arrive at the Villa Pro Tiro. Villas were Italian-style houses, and here you can admire their original marble floors with stunning black and white geometric patterns. Next, you'll reach Portus Julius, with its collapsed walls visible on the seafloor. You'll see well-preserved columns and limestone floors. You can also contemplate the ruins of the Lacus Baths. Their multicolored mosaics are truly exceptional. If you look closely enough, you'll spot fragments of orange, blue, and green stone. At the Villa of the Pisos, you'll discover 25 remarkably well-preserved Roman pillars. The arches and nearby frescoes are impressive, as is the sheer magnitude of this treasure protected by the waters. But here's the fascinating geological twist. The city was built on volcanic soil, which meant unlimited natural hot springs. People came here to relax, but not just anyone. Among those who frequented this place were some of the greatest emperors and personalities of the era, the ones we learn about in school: Nero, Cicero, Caesar himself. However, around the 8th century, this luxurious city was ransacked and then abandoned. Slowly, sea levels rose, and the city was gradually swallowed by the Mediterranean. Now imagine you're spending your summer vacation off the Greek coast, about 4 hours from Athens, in the Peloponnese Peninsula, specifically at Pavlopetri. You've brought your snorkel to go diving on a magnificent sunny day. After some time underwater, you start noticing patterns on the seafloor. At just 4 meters below the surface, the outlines of familiar objects appear one after another. You keep swimming, and soon you see what looks like an entire city. You wonder how water could have submerged this settlement. Some rocks are perfectly aligned, forming what appear to be building foundations. Here's the incredible discovery story. It was Nicholas Fleming, a British oceanographer vacationing in Greece, who discovered Pavlopetri while documenting abandoned remains on the seabed. His team eventually found an entire site filled with pottery, storage containers, tools, and even quernstones used for grinding grain into flour. The numerous artifacts subsequently discovered indicate this site dates back to the Bronze Age. That's 5,500 years ago, when people first began settling in permanent communities. Archaeologists believe this port city was inhabited for more than 2,400 years, and here's what makes this absolutely extraordinary. Pavlopetri is now considered the oldest sunken city ever discovered. What's even more impressive is that this wasn't just a simple village. It was a real city with stone buildings, a marketplace, streets, and even public squares. Let's continue our exploration to discover more underwater cities. Picture yourself diving off the Ryukyu archipelago. The Pacific currents are far from calm. A strong current pulls you into the ocean depths. Suddenly, you spot an enormous structure illuminated by sunlight penetrating to the ocean floor. At first, it resembles the ruins of Machu Picchu located on the other side of the globe in Peru. As you approach, you slowly discover its forms, a pyramid-shaped structure, arches, staircases, something that could have been a palace or castle. All of this could be evidence of ancient human activity. This site is now known as the Yonaguni underwater structure, but it's also called Japan's Atlantis. The entire monument is about the size of 5 football fields, and its height equals that of a 5-story building. Its most surprising feature? These vast terraces designed to accommodate large gatherings. Explorers and scientists believe Yonaguni has existed for 10,000 years. But here's the puzzling question that still baffles archaeologists. Is this a man-made structure or a natural formation? The debate continues. According to Japan's leading marine geologist, Professor Masaki Kimura, Yonaguni is the legacy of a lost civilization. Kimura has dove into this area to explore its ruins more than 100 times over the past decade. According to him, there are clear signs of human activity. The triangular basin on the monument's surface is characteristically symbolic of historical fountains in the region. There's also a giant turtle carved on the eastern flank of the structure. And, according to Kimura, turtles have important cultural significance. Several stone tool fragments have been found at the site that were manufactured 10,000 years ago. However, not all scientists are convinced. Many believe Yonaguni is the result of thousands of years of erosion. The fact that the monument is composed of a single block of rock leads them to believe it's not of human origin. Its sharp edges and flat surfaces resemble the natural formation found in Northern Ireland, known as the Giant's Causeway, a collection of basalt columns that look like a palace courtyard but are actually the result of local volcanic activity. Let's continue our exploration beneath the surface. Our next stop is one of the most famous underwater cities in the world, now transformed into an archaeological park, the city of Port Royal in Jamaica. Port Royal no longer exists above the surface, but in 1692, it was one of the richest cities in the Western Hemisphere. Port Royal was then an important center of the British Empire. Its commercial activity attracted travelers from all corners of the world. It was also home to the real pirates of the Caribbean. But on the morning of June 7, 1692, the fate of Port Royal's inhabitants took an absolutely unexpected turn. The taverns and restaurants, always overflowing with life, began to shake. The population woke up in the middle of a massive earthquake whose magnitude is estimated today at 7.5 on the Richter scale. One survivor claimed to have seen the earth open up and swallow the entire city. What he stated could be true because the settlement was primarily built on sand. The ground literally sucked up the buildings, roads, and everything that was there. Geysers erupted, and finally waves as high as 10-story buildings crashed down on the city. Approximately 13 hectares disappeared underwater, and astonishingly, most of these 17th-century remains rest in good condition at 12 meters depth. In these ruins, archaeologists have found taverns, warehouses, kitchens, and recreational buildings used for various purposes. You can also see the grand statue of a lion, a submerged bridge, and numerous picturesque arches. And if we traveled to India, not far from its coastline lies another marvel, a site called the Lost City of Dwarka, resting in the Gulf of the same name. It remained hidden until 2001, when the National Institute of Ocean Technology decided to analyze the water in the area. Thanks to sonar technology, which sends sound probes to the seafloor, the Institute's team made a discovery far below the surface. The images revealed geometric shapes distributed over an 8-kilometer expanse. Here's what will blow your mind. These remains date back more than 9,500 years. This means this civilization disappeared around the end of the last ice age. Among the debris recovered from the site, we find construction materials, pottery, beads, sculptures, and even bones. Not all scientists are convinced of the true origin of these objects, but if they really come from there, this would make the lost city of Dwarka the oldest known civilization in the world. What an incredible journey through time and beneath the waves, fellow explorers. From the luxurious Roman resort of Baiae to the mysterious depths of the Mariana Trench, we've uncovered secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about our planet's hidden history. These aren't just stories or myths, these are real archaeological wonders waiting to reveal more secrets. And here's the mind-blowing part. Scientists estimate that we've only explored about 5% of Earth's oceans. Imagine what other lost civilizations might be waiting to be discovered. Now I want to hear from you, ancient seekers. Which of these underwater cities fascinated you the most? Do you think there are more lost civilizations waiting to be found? Share your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Secrets of the Ancients and hit that notification bell. Next time, we're traveling to uncover the mysteries of ancient technologies that were so advanced, they seem almost impossible. You won't want to miss it. Until our next archaeological adventure, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop seeking the secrets of the ancient